Yes, sir. All right, chat, what is going on? It is Tuesday, November 11th. You are tuned in to the Coin Zone here live. I'm your host, Crypto with Paul. Let's get right into this one, guys. So here's what. Okay, the title, look, it's bullish. Crypto is about to break out. Look, that's my personal take. In a second here, I'm going to show you why. But right now, this looks pretty bearish, huh? All right, this is what is going on, guys. This is from yesterday. Okay, at night, 11 p.m. from Coin Bureau, breaking the crypto market just lost $53 billion in the last 3 hours. Okay, let's just keep it moving to the Kabisi letter. Breaking. Crypto funds saw negative 1.2 billion in net outflows last week, the second largest since March. This also marked the second consecutive weekly decline. Okay, look at this graph right here, guys. At the same time, short Bitcoin products saw 12 billion in inflows, the highest since May of 2025. Last week's downswing was material. Shout out to the Kabisi letter. Guys, let me know what you think about this on the way in as you're tuning in. Make sure to sub to the channel. Make sure to leave your comments here below and like this video. Share with anybody. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. And let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the markets at the moment. Because again, I want to let you know why I'm still bullish, despite us seeing a downswing in the markets. So why am I bullish, guys? Let's just start here. This is a good place to start. Okay, breaking. The White House will start voting on Wednesday at 4 p.m. to reopen the government. So again, guys, if you're just joining in, appreciate you for tapping in. Make sure to like the video and sub to the channel. So we started off a little bearish. The crypto market just lost 53 billion in the last 3 hours. Okay, there's a lot going on. We looked at some Kabisi letter. Okay, crypto funds saw negative 1.2 billion in net outflows last week. But here we are, guys. Look, let's just start here. The White House start voting on Wednesday at 4 p.m. to reopen the government. It's pretty good sign, because that's pretty important. Justin, Trump says a government shutdown deal is very good and he will abide by it if it passes. Okay, our traders forecast shutdown will last 3 more days, and that's coming from Kalshi. Let's keep moving. So Bitcoin leverage has been wiped out. Spot accumulation is ticking up. Clean setup forming for a recovery rally. If these red dots were orange, this would look like a Michael Saylor chart, who is still buying. But in all fairness, I think Saylor just buys at any price point, and it doesn't really matter. And he probably can do it in a wiser fashion, to be honest. Let's just keep it moving. Shout out to Michael Saylor, though. So this is Scott Bessent. This is yesterday, I believe. Okay, so Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says the Trump administration is removing regulatory barriers on crypto. Let's just take a listen to what he actually says here in this clip, and then we will go from there. It's only 22 seconds long. All right. So make sure to like this video, guys. Sub to the channel. Let's get to Scott Bessent.
We will take a close look at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stablecoins, and new payment systems. And we will consider reforms to unleash the awesome power of the American capital markets. Americans deserve a financial services industry that works for all Americans, including and especially Main Street. We will take a close look at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stablecoins, and new payment systems.
Okay. So thank you, Mr. Scotty. Scotty doesn't know Scott Bessent. Very good. What a great guy. All right, now let's go to the orange man. What does he have to say? Let's run it back and hear from Donald Trump, President Donald Trump himself. Okay. President Trump said Bitcoin and crypto is much more important than any other industry, which is, obviously a crazy thing to hear if you've been in this space for a long time. So let's just go over and listen to Donald Trump.
Bills pass in the next few months?
Well, it's a very funny thing, crypto. So
I became a fan of crypto, and to me, it's an industry. I view it as an industry, and I'm president. And if we didn't have it, China would, or somebody else would, but most likely China. China would love to. And we've dominated that industry. It's a big industry, by the way. In fact, when the stock market went down recently, crypto and Bitcoin and all of that went down much less than anybody else as a group. And we've created a very powerful industry, and that's much more important than anything that we invest in. We invest in it, but really that was an industry that wasn't doing particularly well. I got involved with it a couple of years ago, and before the second term, I got involved before I decided to run. I only decided to run because I saw what was happening, and Biden was incompetent, and the administration was crooked and incompetent. And I was in Bitcoin then, not knowing if I was going to do it a third time. So it's become amazing. I mean, it's the jobs that it produces. And I notice more and more you pay in Bitcoin. I mean, people are saying it takes a lot of pressure off the dollar, and it's a great thing for our country. So I don't care about investing. You know, I have I have kids, and they invest in different things. They do believe in it. But I'm president, and what I did do there is build an industry that's very important. And, you know, if we didn't have it, China would. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, there's a couple of things he said there that maybe we should just sit on for a second, because I'm curious to know what you think as well. So one thing that Trump said there is that Bitcoin it takes pressure off the dollar. Now, chat, let me know what you think about that comment by Donald Trump. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Just kidding. But that is an interesting statement. Yeah, but overall, guys, it's good to see the progression that this industry is making. I think we're just getting started in a lot of ways. All right, let's keep it moving. So this is from Ash Crypto. I've also seen a couple other posts talk about this. Maybe we should look for some articles to see if this is true. So breaking, U.S. Treasury and IRS just announced that crypto ETPs can now stake digital assets and pass rewards straight to retail investors. That is a game changer in a lot of ways, if you ask me. So what should we do? Let's just switch to this in the meantime, guys. All right. So do we actually think that inflation will hit 1.5% soon? This is what Donald Trump is predicting. Chat, let me know in the comments. I will say this. Pretty recently, he did say that gas was going to go to a certain point, and it did. So maybe he's been through, sifting through the data. He knows what's about to happen. So maybe that is true. Okay, let's switch. So this is from the Street Roundtable, thestreet.com. U.S. Treasury IRS cleared crypto ETPs to stake and share rewards. Okay, U.S. Treasury and IRS issue new guidance allowing crypto ETPs. So the United States Department of the Treasury and Internal Revenue Services have issued new guidance allowing crypto exchange traded products, or ETPs, to stake digital assets and share staking rewards with retail investors, according to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, who we just heard from. Mr. Scotty doesn't know. Okay, the policy provides long-awaited clarity for fund issuers looking to integrate staking into regulated investment products. This new Treasury and IRS rules apply to crypto ETPs that hold or track major digital assets such as ETH, ADA, Solana, or any other token that can be staked and meets regulatory standards. Very nice. Nice little shout outs there too for ETH, ADA, and Solana. You'll love to see it. Very interesting what we're seeing here. So again, guys, what did I say? The point of this in the beginning, as you guys were, tapping in, tuning in with me here, what was the point of this stream since the beginning? We're looking at some negative data here in the beginning, right? Oh boy, what's going on here? This is when people poop their pants. But But I'm telling you guys, look at Scotty doesn't know. Look at, hold the line, guys. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Look at Crypto Wendy. Yo, shout out to her doing big things. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm telling you, there is a lot happening right now. Look at this. Big move for U.S. crypto. This is from Coin Bureau. Senators John Boozman and Cory Booker have unveiled a draft bill giving the CFTC authority over digital assets. That is interesting as well. The CFTC, in a lot of ways, could be, better suited to regulate these digital assets, and that would be a win for a lot of them. It's great. If they're not under the SEC's control, right now it seems to be pretty good. Paul Atkins, good guy, Mr. Hey, it's freaking Franklin or whatever it is, right? That's what he looks like. I've done the comparison multiple times. But at the end of the day, guys, I don't know. Maybe it's better suited in the CFTC's hands. This is an interesting proposal, and it's good to see Democrats like Cory Booker behind these things as well. Love to see it. And a little off topic, but this is an interesting partnership right here. So Crypto.com partners with SUI. Crypto.com partners with SUI to offer secure, regulated custody for SUI tokens. Okay, two big time blockchains that we've talked about on this channel. We just released our SUI versus Solana video here on the Coin Zone on YouTube. So make sure to check that out, guys. Okay, we did a deep dive on SUI and a lot of things. We just did our deep dive into Crypto.com as well. So we're doing a lot for you guys. If you have any interest in these two tokens right here, go over to YouTube, go to the Coin Zone, and then you can watch our videos because we got you guys. It's what we're doing here. It's alt season, baby. Well, at least we think it is here. Okay, because we're not bearish individuals. At least I am not. All right, Crypto with Paul. I'm very bullish right now, guys, even though, again, this is what we're working with right now. But again, guys, hold the line. Don't get shaken out of the markets. In a lot of ways, there's so many great things happening that I think we're better suited to focus on that are more important. So that's really all I have to say. Maybe before we head out, why don't we just do a quick browse of the markets? Chief the Yorkie. There he is. What's goody? Thanks for tapping in, brother. Hope you're having a great Tuesday so far. So, all right, guys. Bitcoin, 103K. It is what it is. All right. ETH, 3,400, just under 3,500. Man, it's crazy. I feel like I've been saying these numbers, at least for ETH, for a minute. 3,400. At this point, I suspected it to be over, at least 4K and holding the line there. But, look at this, guys. ADA, 57 cents. Solana back down to 160. XRP, 244. It could be a good entry. I think there's a lot of catalysts for XRP right now, too, especially with the ETFs. A lot of good things, guys. Hype under $40. There are some interesting things happening here. Chainlink, $15. I don't understand how Chainlink doesn't move. I feel like Chainlink could blast if this cycle actually happens and tons of money flow into alts. I don't see how Chainlink doesn't do well. Zcash. Wow, look at that. Ooh, Zcash down for the day. Mr. Tough Guy over here still up 29% on the week and 77% on the month. And check this out. Oh, wow. Well, it was up 1,500%. Now it's just under a 10x on the year. At one point, it was a 1,500. Okay, guys. So, if you sold there, maybe freaking great job. You're doing great. Good for you. So this is what's going on, guys. All right, the market is still doing some weird things. Zcash, privacy coins, and a bit others, had their little run, which is something to take a look at, something to pay attention to. BitCents are up as everything is down. BitCents are under $400 right now. Wow, that's a great entry on BitCents right there, I believe. In my personal opinion, always, guys, none of this is financial advice, as you know, here in the Coin Zone. This is just me looking at things. But yeah, back to it. This is what we started with. This is what we'll end with. All right. The market was down. Zcash is down big today. I got it when ETH was at 1,700. Fire. Great job. Chief the Yorkies up on ETH. Love to see it. It is what it is. This is what the market is doing, guys. All right. But again, be patient. Hold the line. Do not leave. And before you dip out today on this live stream, do me a favor and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like this video, share with your mom, your dad, your dogs, etc. And tune back in because I'll be in later. I'll be doing another live in a couple hours from now. So stay tuned. Once again, guys, this is the Coin Zone. I'm Crypto with Paul. See you guys in a bit.